Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda if you are new here. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. As promised, I have my 3 nights of pressure cooker dinners for you guys. Make sure to check the description box down below. The recipes will be there for you guys to follow along, screenshot, print out so that you can make these recipes. These are rather easy, low points. I am specifically on WW Blue, so the points I will leave are for the blue plan. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. I would love to have you, and let's just jump into these recipes. Alright, for the beef stew we are going to be making, I'm using chuck tender roast, and then I'm going to be adding some seasonings of beef onion mix, ranch seasoning mix, we're going to be using beef broth, some cornstarch to thicken it up with a little bit of water. And then I am doing carrots, potatoes, and a half of a white onion. So that is everything for this recipe. And now I'm going to just wash my veggies, peel some of the carrots and potatoes. I'll leave a little bit of skin on, but mostly peel them. And then I will show you the next step.
You're my Brixie girl in a Brixie world. I'm so hairy, I'm a fuzzy belly.
Alright, I went ahead and sprayed the pressure cooker with a little bit of olive oil spray. Now we're going to add the beef. And we're going to let this saute for 10 minutes first and kind of brown this beef. So go that way. I think this is gonna be good. What do you think? I'm adding my cornstarch and water, and I just added like 1 cup worth of water and some cornstarch and mixed it together, and this is going to thicken up the stew. Okay, now I'm going to pressure cook for 40 minutes. Alright, it is done. This is the beef ranch onion stew. This is such a good combo. You can't get more comfort food than this, I feel like. Alright guys, for this recipe you are going to need these ingredients right here. I have some capers in the back, just a few capers there, some whole garlic, roasted garlic tomato sauce, 1 can of petite diced tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes not in oil, fat-free mozzarella, and then I have some seasonings right here. We have garlic powder, minced onion, sea salt, red pepper chili flakes if you like a little bit of heat, and Italian seasoning, and then you will need some chicken breast. So I have some chicken breast in here. I sprayed this with olive oil spray, and we're going to go ahead and get this started. This is a really easy recipe. You just dump everything in there and then let it cook. Sun-dried tomatoes, not in oil, are 0 points. So you can really add as much as you want. I'm going to do 1 cup. Oh, they smell so good. So just pour the sun-dried tomatoes in there. And I personally like to add whole garlic cloves because they are going to cook down. You could mince it up if you prefer, but I really like whole garlic cloves. So I'm going to add some of that in there. 3, 4, 5. So like 5, because that's not really a whole. So like 5.5. I'm going to add the capers. And there is a little bit of caper juice in this as well. Just a little bit. And then we're going to add the whole can of petite diced tomatoes. I love this garlic sauce. This is the roasted garlic organic great value pasta sauce. It's so good. It's like one of my favorites. I'm going to do 1 whole cup. And then we're going to add our seasonings. We're going to add the red pepper chili flakes, sea salt, garlic powder, minced onion if you have it. I love minced onion. And then Italian seasoning. Go ahead and just give that a little mix up. Okay, we're gonna let this cook. Hold off on the cheese, don't add the cheese yet. Let this pressure cook for about, I do about like 20 minutes and then check on it. So we're gonna do 20 minutes and then I'll show you what to do with the cheese next. Alright, I have 2 ounces of mozzarella cheese. I'm just going to add that now that it's done cooking. I kind of shredded, kind of like chopped it actually, not shredded. I chopped up the chicken a little bit. So just kind of break it up in pieces. It's going to be so tender, it'll be really easy to do. And then I'm just adding the mozzarella cheese to the top. And then I place the lid back on. Just place it on and just don't even turn it on. Just let it kind of melt that cheese on just on the top. Trust me, it'll do it because this is really hot. So just let that kind of sit there for about 3 to 4 minutes and then we'll put it in its containers. All right, for this one, I am gonna put it in containers, these little meal prep containers that I have peas and corn. So I'm gonna go ahead and divide this up in the containers. Oh, it's gonna be so good, you guys. And the good thing about this is you can have a lot because the points is really only coming from the pasta sauce and the fat-free cheese. So it's really point friendly. Everything else that's in it is 0. Okay, it makes 5 servings. There's some still left, but that's what I'm actually having for dinner tonight. So I am going to just do these 4 for meal prep. And then I have more in here I'm gonna do for dinner. Cheesy tomato chicken. And you definitely could have this with pasta if you would like, but I'm gonna try to keep it super low in points for an option for a meal. So this is what it looks like, guys. For the last recipe, we're making a minestrone soup. So this is all the ingredients you will need. A lot of it is mostly canned goods. We have cannellini beans, dark red kidney beans, diced tomatoes, a can of crushed tomatoes, and garbanzo beans. And then optional is I'm adding some corn. I personally love corn in my minestrone soup. And then we have celery, carrots, a white onion, and garlic cloves. And then for seasonings, I have a bay leaf, sea salt, dried oregano, minced onion, red pepper chili flakes, and a half a cup of orzo pasta is the pasta I prefer. I love orzo pasta. And then some chicken broth and olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and just dice up those carrots and celery and garlic and onion, and then we're going to just pour everything into the pressure cooker and let it cook. I'm gonna turn it on saute, And we're gonna just saute it for 8 minutes. So I'm gonna turn the timer down to 8 minutes. I am adding the vegetables, and I'm gonna let all of those veggies saute in the pressure cooker for 8 minutes. We have the celery, carrots, onion, and garlic. And we're also gonna add all the seasonings in so it could cook down. So we're adding sea salt, dried oregano, minced onion, and red pepper chili flakes, and a bay leaf. Now that the veggies are done sauteing, we are going to add our drained beans and then also the frozen corn. I rinsed and drained them to get the liner of the can off of the beans. So just go ahead and dump those right in. And then we're going to add the canned tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, broth. I did use 1 can of chicken broth, and then I'm going to add the whole carton of chicken broth as well. And I'm adding 1/2 cup of orzo, which isn't really a lot, but I kind of just like very little pasta in this, and it keeps the points really low. I feel like just a little bit of pasta is good for this soup because really the main ingredients is the beans and the veggies, and then just a little bit of orzo throughout. All right, the soup is done. Oh. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys love this video, and if you don't have a pressure cooker, I highly recommend getting one because I seriously love cooking with a pressure cooker. It's way better than a crock pot in my opinion because you can get it done like so quick and the food tastes amazing, comes out perfectly evenly cooked and tender and juicy. So I will leave the pressure cooker that I use down in the description box if you guys want to know which one I use. I will have that down there for you along with the recipes that I shared in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.